You wake up one day, look at your phone, scroll for 5 minutes, and suddenly it hits you. What am I even doing with my life? You're not sad, exactly. You're not happy either. You're just lost. Welcome to your 20s. The decade where everyone pretends they have a plan, but secretly, most people are Googling, is it normal to feel lost at 24? At 2 a.m., let's talk about the psychology behind that feeling. Because no, you're not broken. And no, you didn't miss some secret life manual that everyone else got. Here's the first uncomfortable truth. Your brain is still under construction. Science says your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for decision-making, long-term planning, and self-control, fully develops around your mid to late 20s. So if you're 21 and feel confused about your career, relationships, money, and future, congratulations. Your brain is literally buffering. It's like asking a phone with 10% battery to run 20 apps at once. Of course it's lagging. Now, let's add the second problem. Too many choices. In your parents' time, life looked simpler. Study, get a job, marry, settle. In your 20s, you can be anything, and that sounds exciting, until it becomes terrifying. Because when you can do anything, choosing one thing feels like killing 1,000 other versions of yourself. If you pick one career, what if another was better? If you commit to one person, what if someone more perfect exists? If you stay, what if you should have left? If you leave, what if you should have stayed? Your brain goes, let's do nothing. That feels safer. And suddenly, you're stuck. Then comes the most dangerous ingredient, comparison. You open Instagram. One friend is traveling. Another got promoted. Someone is engaged. Someone bought a car. Someone started a business. Someone is grinding. Someone is healing. Someone is somehow doing both. And there you are, wearing the same hoodie for the third day, questioning your existence. Psychologically, your brain is terrible at this. It compares your behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reel. It's like comparing your messy kitchen to a restaurant's Instagram page. Of course, you'll feel like a failure. Here's something nobody tells you. Feeling lost is not a sign you're failing. It's a sign you're growing. When you were a kid, life had clear rules. School told you where to go. Parents told you what to do. Grades told you how you were doing. In your 20s, those rules disappear. And your identity goes through an identity crisis. You're no longer who you were, but you're not yet who you will be. Psychology calls this a liminal phase. Basically, life's waiting room. Uncomfortable, uncertain, but necessary. Let's talk about the pressure to figure it out. Somehow, society decided that by 25, you should know your purpose, have a stable career, be emotionally mature, have savings, have a passion, have a side hustle, have clear skin, have inner peace, all at the same time. That's not motivation. That's emotional bullying. Your brain hears all this pressure and goes into survival mode. Instead of exploring, it freezes. Instead of trying, it overthinks. Instead of moving forward, it scrolls. That's not laziness. That's overwhelm. And here's a funny but painful part. Most people who look like they have it together don't. They're just confident while being confused. They chose a path and decided to figure it out later. They didn't wait to feel ready. They moved while scared. Meanwhile, smart, thoughtful people often feel more lost because they think deeply. They question everything. They want the right choice. Ironically, that keeps them stuck longer. So what actually helps when you feel lost? Not some big find your purpose moment. Psychology shows that clarity comes after action, not before it. You don't find yourself by thinking. You find yourself by trying, by making small, imperfect moves, by choosing something, not forever, just for now. Your 20s aren't for having answers. They're for collecting experiences. Some will work, some will fail. Both are useful. Here's a mindset shift that helps. Instead of asking, "What should I do with my life?" ask, "What can I try next?" That question feels lighter, less dramatic, more doable. Life isn't a single decision. It's a series of experiments. And yes, some experiments will fail. That doesn't mean you failed. It means you're learning. If you're in your 20s and feel lost, remember this. You're not behind. You're not weak. You're not wasting time. You're in the phase where your brain, identity, and future are being shaped. Messy doesn't mean meaningless. Confusion doesn't mean wrong direction. Sometimes, feeling lost is just life quietly saying, "You're about to grow." And trust me, one day, you'll look back at this version of yourself and think, they had no idea what they were doing, but they were brave enough to keep going. And that's enough.